Hello, I'm Monica Chen, the owner and managing director of Uno Property Management. As we all know, New Zealand is currently in lockdown, and today is the 5th day of lockdown. Isn't it an interesting and challenging time for us all? Now, there has been a lot of news and some law change that affects you as a property investor. And I just want to take a quick video to take you through what those changes are and how they might affect you. The first change is relatively minor. That's called rent freeze. Basically, for a period of 6 months from 26th of March 2020, we cannot increase any rent. If we have previously served a notice that's within the 60-day notice period, and the rent increase hasn't actually taken effect by 26th of March, then that rent increase cannot go ahead. So everything to do with rent increase will have to be delayed for at least 6 months. So that's on rent freeze. It doesn't mean the tenants doesn't need to pay rent. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, what if your tenants go into rent arrears? The economic impact from COVID-19 is really unprecedented. There are a lot of tenants who are losing their jobs or who have their hours and income cut. It is widespread. It's going to be problematic for everyone. However, the current situation doesn't take away the responsibility of your tenants actually paying rent. So where does that leave you as a landlord? In this situation, throwing legislation or harsh worded letters at tenants doesn't work. The most important thing is to actually talk to the tenant and just work with the tenant. If they can't pay the rent in full, how much can they pay? And on the agreement that they will catch up on the payment once their income stabilizes again. Now, the law states, in the past, if the tenants are in a rent arrears for more than 21 days, legally you can evict the tenant. But all eviction currently will stop. It will be unlikely for anyone to get rid of a tenant because of rent arrears in the current situation. But if tenants are in arrears for longer than 60 days and are making no effort in trying to pay the rent, there is likelihood that you can still evict the tenant on those strict conditions. The other part is no termination notice for 3 months. Now, to keep people in their properties, it was announced that we cannot give notice to tenant until 26th of June 2020. This may be yet again extended. We simply don't know. Now, if you have a fixed term lease ending before then, this will be automatically reverted to periodic and the tenant will not have to leave. This only affects a handful of our owners and will contact you directly about this. It is worth noting that you can end tenancies for antisocial behavior. We hope it doesn't really happen in our properties. Now let's talk about property letting, finding new tenants for your property. Now, just before the lockdown, we managed to shoot virtual tours, i.e. videos, for all of our properties on the market at the moment. We cannot physically take anyone to do any viewings, as you would understand, but renting our properties sight unseen by videos only has been challenging. So we will keep doing our part in communicating with our prospective tenant as soon as we can actually take people through the property as well as showing them the videos. I'm sure the property will be rented very soon. Signing up tenants and signing up documents digitally is not a problem given the technology and what it can do. We just can't do any physical viewing until the lockdown is lifted. So that's on that. Now, routine inspection, we previously sent you a letter letting you know that currently we cannot do any routine inspection. However, we are exploring the possibility and the legality of doing a video live for property inspections. Now, we have been told that the insurance company has not advised on whether they would take video inspections done by tenant and Zoom on live with the property manager as evidence. But at this point in time, we cannot and we're not going to do any physical routine inspections during the lockdown period. Now, repairs and maintenance, as we have previously stated in the previous letter, we are only going to attend to urgent maintenance only, and any non-urgent maintenance will have to be deferred after the lockdown is lifted. The final point is on landlord insurance. We have previously sent out a lot of communication regarding landlord insurance, and we encourage you as a landlord, if you haven't placed landlord protection insurance, you do so, and you can do so on the website itself. We have previously sent you a video and a very clear instruction on what you can do, and you need to place the insurance yourself. Now, if you have landlord insurance placed with other underwriter, it is your responsibility to provide the wording and explain to us whether there is anything that we're currently doing is in strict violations of the fine print. It is your responsibility, not ours. In this crisis, we don't have all the answers, and the situation and changes and develops every day. Now, all we are asking for is amazing communication and proactive communication from us as a company, from our staff member, from our team member, to your tenants and to yourself. Now, we just ask for the same in return. If you know of a situation, if you really need help on anything, especially anything financial, we need you to communicate with us in a timely manner. We have the same conversation with your tenant, and I just want you to know that we've got this covered. We are keeping up with all the news, all the development, and we are trying to figure out the best way of taking care of your property and your tenants in this difficult time. And we are here for you. Just phone call away. Even though we are not working from the office, we are more available online since we don't need to travel. So you have my number, you have my email address, you have my everything. But here's my email address again. It's monica@unoproperty.co.nz, or my mobile number 027 5599 296. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing you again very shortly after the lockdown.